Hey there, and welcome back to Cosmic Crypto. In this video, we're going to be talking about JASMY. Let's go. All right. JASMY on the weekly time frame. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go down below, hit that subscribe button. While you're down there, if you can tap the like button, I would really appreciate it. Liking this video is the best way you can support the channel. So JASMY, just to do a quick refresh here, since it's been a while since I've done a JASMY video, we were in this falling wedge here. We broke out, had a great breakout, came up, hit the 382 retracement level here. I've got my fib drawn from this high right here down to the bottom, and we hit the 382 perfect. I did say that we were going to probably get rejected there, and the reason why I said we were going to get rejected there, I said this multiple times, is because of the massive resistance it has. This was a lot of support back here on the 382 fib, and you can see that with all these candles. This is the weekly time frame, so there's a lot of weekly candles here that we're finding support. So we were not going to break through it on the first try. Got the rejection, came back down, and tried it again, and you can see on the second attempt it was a lot weaker than the first attempt. So we came up and we kind of leveled. Let me put some lines out here. You can see that the body candles here leveled off right about here. We had one giant wick go up there, and then the second attempt here was weak. The first candle came up and wicked off of it. The second candle, the wick couldn't even reach that level. Third one was weak. We finally had this fourth candle wick above it, but the body never even touched that level. And then finally it just said, forget it, I'm just going to roll over and die. And so you can see on that second attempt, it was a lot weaker. Then we had this big fall down here. Could not find support. We found a little bit of support here at the 0.5 fib, but you can see that that was just weak support. And then we had that final push down right here, and we found perfect support on the weekly time frame at the 786 level. That is a very good sign, in my opinion. What that is telling me is that we have finally found our support, and this right here, this was basically the start of the run, but this right here is the confirmation of this run. If this was not confirmation, then that price would have fell lower than the previous low over here. But this is telling me, as we're holding the 786 fib, we are now creating a higher low, and we are beginning our upwards trajectory to the upside. And so JASMY has been on a decent run here since the bottom. You can see that the RSI still, though, cannot seem to get above that 50 level. Once the RSI for JASMY gets above that 50 level, that is going to be fireworks for the price of JASMY, I do believe. Now, there is one issue here, is I see that the volume is just kind of slowly decreasing. I'm not really thrilled about that. It doesn't look very, it looks like activity for JASMY is kind of slowing down, so we need to pay attention to the volume. I'd really like to see this kind of volume right here coming out of a move to the upside. But I do believe that if we get all the way back up to the 008 level at the 382, I do believe that this is the time that we will break above that 382. And then from there, I kind of see us having a little bit of struggles around the 0.5, which is around 010, but ultimately getting up to that 618, where I do think we're going to have some kind of a retracement, probably back down, getting rejected heavily back down to find support at this 382 level again. Maybe the 0.5. I do find some heavy resistance here at that 00 or the 010. What is that? The 016 area, the 618 retracement here. You can see that the trend directional is starting to turn over a little bit, and we probably are going to get a green dot here soon. Also, if you're into patterns, I guess you could say that maybe a falling wedge pattern is forming, but I don't think so, actually, because that would mean that we're going to get rejected here, come back down, and create a lower low, or just line up perfectly with our previous low here, because I don't think the breakout for a falling wedge would come this soon. I do believe that if this was a falling wedge, we'd come back down and then move to the upside right there. And I just don't think that that's what it is. So maybe that's not a falling wedge. I'm just going to go with the fib levels on this one and just say that we hit that 786 and finding great support. We did break above the 618, So after the 786, we got one wick off of that 618 there on the weekly time frame. And then this week we have broken above it. Now there is still over 3 days to go, so this could actually wick back down as well. Let's go down to the 4 hour here. Let's see. I kind of feel like we are starting a new Elliott wave here. So we broke above the 4 hour 200 EMA, and this could be something like a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like this. Now those are just drawn out there. Don't think that that's where the price is going to go. Let's put our extension here and see what we're working with. So yeah, we're finding resistance at that 1 level. Normally on a third wave, you'd get all the way up to the 1618. So if this is going to continue, I would be looking at that around the 0049 area for some kind of a resistance. And that actually lines up with this cluster of price right over here. You can see that we've got this massive area of price action right in this area. So yeah, that's right around that 1618 extension there. So pay attention to that. Let's see here. I do think, I mean, we are completely overbought here on the RSI. Have the red dot on the trend directional here. I mean, this is probably, I think there's a slight chance that this comes back down to retest the 0041 area, which is going to retest that macro 618 as well. If we pull a fib from this low right here to this high, that would actually bring us down to the 382 fib, which I do believe that that is a likely scenario where we could just start seeing just a quick fall down here and then continuation to the upside. Let's go down just a little bit further to the 1 hour. And yeah, so we had some divergence coming in here on the 1 hour. You got the higher high right there, and then you've got the lower high on the RSI. So we've got that divergence, and yeah, so a correction is currently happening. How deep will this go? I'm kind of thinking maybe coming back down to that 004, the 618 macro. But what is that? That is the, actually maybe down to around the 00415 area. It doesn't have to come back down there, but I do think either sideways action or a slight correction is probably in the cards for right now. I guess we'll wait and see. This has been an extremely bullish move due to all the news, so anything's possible. But if it does get any kind of correction, I do think it's going to get bought up pretty quick. That's pretty much what I got for JASMY. You know, looking very bullish. Found our support. We're ready to roll to the upside. Let me just do one quick here. Look here. Yeah, so okay, so here we go. So we had a cup and handle that's actually formed here. Let me just talk about this really quick. So we had our cup right here, coming to our handle right here, and then that had a breakout. And so let's kind of just see. Yeah, so that price target brings us right up there. And actually, that looks like it lines up with that 1618 that I was talking about there. So let's see if let me put that extension on there again. So here is one, actually right above the 1618, probably the, is that the 2? Yeah, right around the 2 level, is that right? Yeah. So yeah, that brings us all the way up to roughly the 2 extension, which is also lining up with the macro 236, the retracement, and also the 382 possibly. On the macro, let's zoom out and see what those are from here. So yeah, the massive macro retracement here, that lines up with that 236 right there at the 005 level. Anyway, that's pretty much all I got. If you like this video, please share with your friends. Like it, do that other stuff. Talk to you later.